6'7", at forward, number 30, Julian Champagne. 6'8", at forward, number 40, Harrison Barnes. 6 foot even, at guard, number 3, Chris Paul. 7'4", the big man, number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for Anthony Davis.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward. And for the Spurs, in the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. And Benyama's out there with Barnes. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot. So, Clark, for teams that might be struggling, is it too early to start thinking about personnel moves?
In general, I would say yes, it's too early, Kevin. But if there are real chemistry issues with the team, then you've got to be willing to pull the trigger and make the move.
Here's Wembanyama. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where you're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And Clark, for the Lakers, their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Russell sets a screen for James. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. Now, LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And here is Los Angeles now, following the 3-pointer by San Antonio. 4 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple.
Not the guy you expect to knock down the answer 3, but Rui was ready to get it done.
Barnes outside. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Spurs passing it around. Here's Castle. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. James, the pass to Reeves. Now, Hachimura. James looking around. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's the Spurs ball. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, because you well know means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And the Spurs making a change here. Vassell's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Hayes is checked in for Davis. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And let's go quickly to the 2K leaderboard to see the ratings of the best passing two guards in basketball. Austin Reeves, fourth.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
Now, here is Russell. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Boy, fantastic job that time cashing in from the mid-range by Russell. He understands when to pick his spots from the mid-range area.
Here's Castle after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Here's Wembanyama. Hachimura grabs the miss. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Reeves finds Hachimura. James outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Vassell wide open. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Russell passes to Reeves. Russell sets a screen for Reeves. Floats it up for James. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession of the ball.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
So both teams changing it up here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Ball outside. Vassell right side. San Antonio getting another chance here. Collins a screen on Christie. Here's Vassell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Vassell's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And that one drops for him.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Zach Collins is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagny in at the 3 slot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. San Antonio with the ball after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Branham, the pass to Johnson. Right side, Collins. Second shot opportunity. And rebounded by Connect.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Johnson against Christie. Pass to Vincent. James, left side. Count it.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Get out of your seats, Spurs fans. Make some noise for your Spurs Hype Squad.
Opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking team. In fourth, the Spurs.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Here's Johnson. Still yet to score. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Keldon Johnson.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Pass to Vassell. Barnes outside. Wembanyama against LeBron. 4 on the clock. And that one's good. Barnes.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post because once he has it, it's dinner time.
James in the post. And Benyama on him. And he's able to get it back. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell.
And they are in the top 10 in team scoring. Really good offensive execution. This is a tricky team to defend.
And talking again about the job they've done keeping their turnovers down. It's not that they play it safe. They play in control. And that's an important difference. Some changes for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for James. And it's Austin Reeves in for Reddish.
Round of applause.
.114 left to play in the first half. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
When your big man can pop out and knock down the corner three, it certainly opens up the whole offense.
Now here's Paul. 9 points last game. On the wing, Barnes. Six to shoot. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Reddish, he's checked in for Christie. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Just 2 to shoot. Hassel misses. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Now here is Davis. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Reddish finds Davis. Trying to find Hachimura. Gets it to him. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And that one's good. Champagny.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
There's Russell with the three. That shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Spurs out in front, up by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, they have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
You can beat a team and still not be a good team. I want to see how they play.
Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
For as bad as they've been inside, I can't believe it's this close. I hope coach is letting them know. No points in the paint, no W.
Says the man who only got points in the paint. But then again, 4 rings don't lie, big fella.
Thank you, Ernie.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Lakers trail. So for the Lakers right now, the guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the 3.
Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Of all the great ball handlers, Clark, in the NBA, Russell's got to be right there at the top of the list.
And the thing that impresses me, Kevin, is how smooth he makes it look and how effortless it appears. Even at full speed, he can make moves that most guys can't even imagine.
Ball with the bucket.
We talk so much about the passing of ball, but CP reminding us here, he can shoot it too, guys.
Outside, Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here.
First team foul.
First free throw is good.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
San Antonio leading. Here's Castle. Hits the jumper. Castle's got 5 now.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Dance cam. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go. Keep it going. You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Show us those moves.
While we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
And there's always firepower in every rookie class, but even among the top guns, he's the best of the best. He'll be an offensive force for years to come.
Yeah, he's an old head, mature beyond his year. He has a dominant offensive mindset. No matter what the defense throws at him, he lights up the scoreboard. Really a special talent.
Champagne. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. Loads it up for Davis, and stolen by Wembanyama.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Lakers trail by 4. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Here's Paul after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Wembanyama left side, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
That evens the score. James has got 8.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Now here's Paul. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. Drops one in from the wing. 5 points in the game.
You know, one of the things that makes Chris Paul such a terrific floor general is his ability to run the pick and roll. Whether he passes it or keeps it, he usually always makes the right decision.
Here's Reeves. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. He's covered by Hachimura. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama with it. To the middle. Here's Barnes. And the layup falls. And now a 4-point San Antonio lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 8. Reeves outside. In transition, here come the Spurs. Pass to Wembanyama. Can't hit that one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. San Antonio leading by 4. Ingram is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then there's Zach Collins. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Branham in a shooting guard. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And finished off by Collins.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Spurs. 5 to shoot. Here's Vincent from 16 feet away. He cans it.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Now here's Ingram. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. they can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Five on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Connect. Austin Reeves is checked in for Christie. And it's Russell in for Vincent. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know.
LeBron does it again!
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what, 2 decades?
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Spurs. They lead by 4. Paul, a screen on James. A 3 from Barnes. Hits it from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
James, no good. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Castle. Barnes finds Paul. Now Wembanyama with the fadeaway. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, no wonder he's been off the mark. I think he's been a little bit too much in the background, uninvolved so far tonight. LeBron delivering in the key moments. Huge basket from the King.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
1:51 left in the 4th. Wembanyama looking it over. Here's Barnes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, Barnes doing a nice job embracing contact on the way up. Superb at throwing himself into the defense and drawing the foul.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And you got to appreciate the overall game of Barnes. He's efficient as a scorer and also works hard at the defensive end.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the strike there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
LeBron with it. Right now by Barnes. Can't hit from in close. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Lakers trail by 6. Hachimura, the pass to Davis. Now here is Hachimura. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. Out to Russell. 4 on the clock. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And now just having some fun. Russell, you know he likes the big moment. Great confidence and great results.
Wembanyama passes to Champagny. Davis against Wembanyama. Ball outside. Pass to Barnes. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Russell dishes to LeBron. And here is Hachimura. Yes! A tremendous three to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And he knows there's no room for mistakes. He wants everyone on the same page. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Wembanyama. It's good.
How about the rookie with a big shot? Wembanyama showing us he can meet those expectations.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
James against Barnes. Over Barnes. Ooh, offline. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And the Lakers call time here. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Los Angeles with another miss. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yuri Hachimura. First personal foul. Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Shooting 2.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. On the wing, Reeves. Gets the 3 to fall. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
Now introducing the incomparable. Stand up and make some noise.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ballgame. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, what does a win like this do for you at this time of the season?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
We'll see if he can keep it going again. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.